French military intervention came into Mali in early 2013, and EU support followed soon afterwards. Now, with a new government put in place in Mali, the European Commission has put forward 500 million euros worth of aid to help create development and democracy in the country. I went to the European Parliament in Strasbourg, where the President of Mali was speaking, in order to find out how the development is going under EU supervision. A total of 3.2 billion euros of international aid has been sent to Mali to help with redevelopment, a measure that Malian President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta says is vital following a turbulent year.
Et l'État, corrompu jusqu'au sommet, les preuves.
The state, corrupted up to the highest levels, proof of this exist, could not take care of the territorial defense or the organization of a state worthy of that name.
Il y a eu une conjonction d'éléments qui ont fragilisé le Mali.
Then there was a conjunction of elements that made Mali fragile and that put it to the mercy of those who came to undermine it, where all sorts of trafficking could flourish, where the people dedicated to the promotion of jihad coming from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and elsewhere could find new ground to establish their forces.
Un nouveau terrain pour éprouver leur force.
The President also hailed France and the EU for military intervention to stop terrorism and corruption. But MEP Paul Murphy says that bigger ambitions are at play here.
What the EU and French forces in particular are doing in Mali is protecting their interests. The interests of French capitalism, which is economic, in particular uranium, but also strategic, because of the amount of resources in the region generally, working with state forces who are guilty by many, many international reports of very, very serious human rights abuses, torture, rape, extrajudicial killings.
Regardless of any hidden agenda, the ongoing human rights violations in Mali by rebel and government forces are causing great concern for the likes of Amnesty International. They say that the EU needs to do more to help the situation.
The EU currently has strong engagement in Mali, both with a military training mission as well as through funding. It is important that the EU publicly and at every working level and through all its engagement ensures that human rights violations are ended, such as torture, detention, sexual abuse, and that investigation and prosecution of perpetrators is started and brought to a good conclusion.
Human rights violations, neocolonialism and terrorism are serious issues to take on. And with France now invading the Central African Republic, there's a risk that the EU could be getting involved in a power game that involves other players like China as well. So no matter what happens next, the European Union has to think hard about just how far it'll be willing to get sucked into a power game on the African continent. This is Bjark Smith-Meyer for JN1 at the European Parliament in Strasbourg.